Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my pre-orders that I've managed to secure from the My Nintendo store in the UK. Hopefully these will all be ready to be delivered on or at least near the launch of the Switch 2 this coming Thursday, 5th of June. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the consoles, the games and the accessories and some of the things I've managed to, or hopefully managed to secure anyway. I've had emails saying that they're ready to ship, but I shall wait until they arrive on my doorstep to celebrate. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So first on the list, I pre-ordered a Nintendo Switch 2 plus Mario Kart World as a digital copy of the game, which is a shame. It would have been nice to get physical in the box, but that's a story for another day. But yeah, I was eligible to pre-order in the first round because I met the criteria, which was you had to be NSO's member for I think it was 12 months or 24 months or whatever, had clocked up a certain number of hours of gameplay and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I met all that criteria, so I was able to pre-order one of these, which was pretty good. And yeah, happy about that. So that payment has gone out for that. I've had an email saying that it's ready to ship, so we're fingers crossed there's no issues, no delays, no nothing. Ready to go for June the 5th. And then if we move on to accessories, I also picked up a Nintendo Gamecube controller, part of the Nintendo Classics collection. So this will allow us to play Gamecube games on the Nintendo Switch 2, and I think it's also compatible with other games as well. But yeah, this is a wireless Nintendo Switch 2 controller and charges via USB-C. So yeah, really awesome. The Gamecube is by far one of the best Nintendo controllers they've ever made, so I cannot wait to get hold of one of these again. It is giving classic Wavebird, so yeah, it'd be nice to get my hands on this, feel the ergonomics and stuff like that. But again, these were initially limited to those who met the criteria, but I now think they are available to anyone who can get onto the website, assuming there's stock left there. Yeah, moving on. I also picked up a Nintendo Switch 2 all-in-one carrying case. I like the look of this actually when I saw it. It looks quite chunky, but this will be great for when I'm traveling between places or things like that. I wouldn't use this if I was commuting, say, on public transport. I'll probably just get like a smaller Switch case just for the console. But if I'm, say, going to a friend's house or family member's house, this would be quite good. I can literally take the whole thing with me in an all-in-one case. Happy days, Bob's your uncle. And of course, you cannot pick up a Nintendo Switch 2. Well, you can, but I choose not to pick up a Nintendo Switch 2 without a new microSD Express card for Nintendo Switch 2. So yeah, this is the 256GB one, SanDisk one that was available on the My Nintendo store. I'm probably going to get a 1TB one as soon as they become back in stock and are available, because I have a 1TB normal SD card, microSD card in my current Switch. So yeah, I'd probably like to have that extra space that's on there. But yeah, that was another thing I'd pre-ordered on the website. And if we move on to the games, I did also pick up a physical copy of Mario Kart World. I do have Mario Kart World as part of the Nintendo Switch 2 bundle, digital copy, but I'm a big physical collector. I have well over 100 games on my current Switch physical. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to get a copy, keep it sealed, but at least I've got a physical copy of the actual game. Because the way the digital future's going, physical games are, you know, hopefully this will continue with Nintendo and their future consoles, but I'd prefer to have physical over digital wherever humanly possible. And sticking with games, I did also pick up The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch 2 editions, because again, I like my physical games. I am eligible to get the free upgrades because I have NSO Plus Expansion Pass, but again, I like the physical games. Now, what would have been nice is if Breath of the Wild also included the DLC on the cartridge. That would have been great. However, there is a Nintendo Switch 1 version that does include the DLC all on one cart, which in theory should work, and then you could get the digital upgrade and go that way. But yeah, it would be nice to have Breath of the Wild Nintendo Switch 2 edition with the DLC on the cart as well. But again, I want physical copies of these games, so I picked up these two as well. And last, but by no means least, I also picked up the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Amiibos. This is some new ones that have been released specifically. These are the new ones that have been released, and they are releasing on the same day that the Switch 2 launches. So those 4 Amiibos are Riju, Yunobo, Sidon, and Tulin. and I loved Tears of the Kingdom. I'm a big Amiibo fan. I have loads of Amiibos, so whenever I see any new ones, I cannot help myself. So I pre-ordered all 4 of these. I got confirmation that they're ready to ship, so I'm looking forward to adding these to my collection and also using them in game, because I'll probably revisit Tears of the Kingdom again at some point on the Switch too. So yeah, but yeah, those are my pre-orders from the My Nintendo store in the UK. So just to recap, that is the Nintendo Switch 2 all-in-one carrying case. It is a Nintendo Gamecube controller, part of the Nintendo Classics collection, a 256GB SanDisk, Samsung actually, microSD express card, Nintendo Switch 2 console plus Mario Kart World digital copy. I have Mario Kart World, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 edition. Those are the games I've got. And then the 4 Amiibos from Tears of the Kingdom: Tulin, Riju, Sidon, and Yonobo. So yeah, those are my Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders ready to go, hopefully for Thursday this week. So yeah, I'd love to know what you guys think about my pre-orders. And also, I would love to know what you have pre-ordered for the Nintendo Switch 2. Where you pre-ordered it from, what have you pre-ordered? Have you pre-ordered just the console? Have you pre-ordered any additional games? Have you pre-ordered any Amiibos, any accessories, cases? Please let me know what you've pre-ordered. Leave a comment down below in the comment section. I would love to know and discuss that with you. So as always, thank you for watching this video. I do appreciate it. Smash that like button, subscribe if you are somebody new. And as always, I will see you lovely people on the next one. Cheers.